quests and stuff. So I want to do it like district by district, so like.
One thing even my detractors have to say about J. Jonah Jameson: I admit when I'm wrong. And while I hoped his efforts in the recent crisis meant Spider-Man was finally becoming a responsible citizen, a mature adult, I am here to confess I was wrong. I wanted to believe it. I hoped it was true. But even a stop clock is right twice a day. And I guess curing the plague was Spider-Man's stop clock moment.
Felicia's keeping busy, but I'm catching up. Let's see where she hit this time. Cornelius Van Lunt's place. She's hitting places full of one-of-a-kind valuables. She must be working for someone. Otherwise, why not just steal cash? Yuri, this construction site's about as legit as the watches they sell in Times Square.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
No disrespect to the boss, but are we gonna be getting killed like usual?
These guys are not doing a good job.
How you gonna say something like that and say no disrespect? I'm just saying, I got kids, I got alligators. Yeah, we all got expenses. The boss never let us down. Get him! This'll shut your mouth! I'll teach you some respect!
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Damn!
I can't with the shield boys and like. Is this the last one?
Enough! Don't let him get you airborne! Kick his ass! He's webbing me!
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
Great. Forgot how much I love photography.
Yeah, I like this one. But like also, wait. This charge is amplified EMP buildup to stun enemies and disable their weapons. Okay. Well, the last time I did one of these,
Better jump in and save that guy.
the health matters. I'm selling. Top tier cells ever.
So close to perfection. Not gonna lie, feeling pretty good about myself right now.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Hey Pete, this station's one of my pet projects. I always thought the cellular network was vulnerable to terrorist attacks, so I set this up to monitor it. Can you do me a favor? Look for anything suspicious.
Oh, boys.
Uh-oh. It's not terrorists, but there's a glitch in the system that's causing interference. And if I don't fix it, it'll bring the whole network down. Right now it's only affecting the most sensitive equipment, like mine. I need to stay outside the areas of interference while I fix the cell towers. There. I set my lenses to show me the danger zones. Gotta fix the cell towers before—
Ah! Gotta get out of here!
The size of the problem area fluctuates. I need to be ready for a sudden change. The size of the problem area fluctuates. I need to be ready for a sudden change. One down, but I'll need to fix 3 more to solve the problem. Bet I can use those helicopters to swing. Got it. The job's only halfway done. Invisible walls closing in. I feel like a mime.
Mom.
Got that one fixed. Bought me some time, but I can't slow down. Just a second.
That's it. This is like the poison, but like from both sides.
Bam! Now New Yorkers can share their domestic disputes on the subway again. And emergency services are safe, which is, you know, also important.
Yo.
This is one of Mom's earliest projects. We were trying to develop a bacteria that would dissolve all the plastic in the oceans. But well, she ran out of time. Like, if you have any ideas, it would really mean a lot.
With some genetic tweaking, I might be able to crack it. But I need a better equipped lab. And the bacteria only lives in liquid environments. Wait, my web fluid. I can keep the bacteria alive in my web cartridge. ESU should have the chemicals I need to increase its power. Oh man, the bacteria dissolved my web. It's in the cartridge for the webs I swing from. The other kind should be okay. Now I have to get to ESU without swinging from anything. By law, they have to dispose of their chemicals in these containers. Should be some stuff I can use. All set. Now I have to get to Dr. Octavius's lab to combine everything. I'd just take the subway, but the bacteria won't survive that long. Okay, now I just need to grab the bonding agent. And now the industrial centrifuge that'll get the bacteria out of my web fluid so I can store it properly. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, sweet web swinging. I'll never take you for granted again. It's working. Not as fast as I'd hoped, but better than before. Probably needs further testing. It didn't get all the plastic, but it's a big step forward. Enough for Oscorp to keep working on it. They'd win the Nobel Prize. And it wouldn't hurt their stock price either. Larceny is one of the food groups now.
Kill the spider or we starve!
Food fight! See? Because it's a fight over food! Never mind. Crime up the wazoo right now. Wish I could clone myself. There, I see it. Yoink! That's one high-end spy cam. Now I can catch the drone. Not gonna lie, feeling pretty good about myself right now. Nap time. Yuri, I ran across some Rikers inmates. They've built a fort. Way better than the ones I used to make out of sofa pillows.
I just had a patrol car call. They tried to step in, but there were too many. And we don't have the manpower for reinforcements.
Lucky for you, you've got Spider-Man power. Not bad, huh? I should have gone into advertising. Reinforcements! Okay, sure. I don't need sleep.
Guys, we can still win this! Got him grounded! He's in the air! Yeah! It's over!
Sorry, no entry during the performance.
What was that?
The siege of Manhattan Fortress is over, milady.
Thanks. I'll send some buses to take those guys back to their cells. And please don't call me Milady ever again.
Ooh, love that shot. Nailed it.
You know, looking at the dark days just behind us, most of the people involved have faced consequences. Otto Octavius is in prison. Mayor Osborn resigned in disgrace. Escapees from Rikers continue to be rounded up. The remaining demons and Wilson Fisk's men are fighting over scraps. But funny how Spider-Man has faced no repercussions. Well, sure, you might say he saved us. But should saving all our lives really give him a mulligan on his long history of reckless behavior? Tune in after this message for my answer. Spoiler, no!
Oh! How am I supposed
I've got to find a way to get Sable out of New York, permanently.
We're citizens of the Earth! You're not gonna send us backup? I'll take him!
Well, that's just rude. Here's your stuff. More crooks? This fight's going viral.
I'm gonna put you in the ground!
Do auto insurers offer a webbing clause yet? $1 million idea just waiting to happen.
Keep your feet on the ground! Anybody come? Hey, never going back to right! Mark through the run, Spider-Man! Get him down here! Let's rock this! Get a stun gun now! Never going back to lockup! Get him back down here!
Haven't seen the city this bad since, well, since never.
Fight that! Just fight!
Or fight! We can totally fight!
Hey! We got a famous hawk! Spider-Man! Take him down! Knock down the fucker now!
not deserve your mercy or your pity. Osborn is a cancer, and cancers must be cut out.
Some people have accused me of being negative, only criticizing, not offering solutions when it comes to Spider-Man. Here's my solution, and it's very simple. Unmask. Join the police academy. Wear a badge. Then you can catch all the crooks you want, and I'll sing your praises on this very show. And all that hogwash about how that would place his loved ones in danger? Come on. You can't convince me that guy has any loved ones.
Sleep it off. Got you! Hope you've got points left on your licenses, guys. That pileup was a doozy. Gotta shut this down before someone gets hurt. Yeah.
Spider-Man, thank God. Demons have rigged explosives all over the building, but we can't get close.
Point me at him, officer. I'm here to help.
We've located the primary device. If you can disable it, it'll cough up an arming key. You can use that to locate and disable the secondary devices.
Got it. Keep your men back. I'll radio when it's clear. Hey! Does that thing get podcast? All right. Time to get that arming key. Bomb trigger's wired in series.
Thanks for that, Spider-Man. We'll take it from here.
You got it, officer. Always ready to do my part.
After much listener demand, today I am finally going to answer the question I have posed for many years. Spider-Man, threat or menace? Yes, that's right. It's time. I'm taking a position. And that position is... he's both. Sometimes he's a threatening menace, and sometimes he's a menacing threat. But come on, how can you menace someone without also being a threat? And vice versa. And for those grammar Nazis among you who say I'm being redundant, it's called art. I'm a wordsmith. It's a rhetorical device. And if you don't like it, I'll tell you where you can shove that device. Okay, my intern is telling me it's time for my pills. We will be right back.
Officers needed, that's right back up. Please copy.
Sorry, forgot my ID. How about I prove who I am by kicking your butts? Spider-Man! An ambush? For me? Aw, you shouldn't have!
Exhausted now! Sable team stationed in Trinity. What's your status? Over.
Curbside service. Nope, that is not how you treat people in my friendly neighborhood.
Now, some people falsely say I make up stories about Spider-Man. And this will not help my case because it sounds outlandish, but I have personally seen listener-recorded video of Spider-Man snatching pigeons.
Bro.
Pigeon napping. Why? What possible purpose could there be for such aberrant behavior? I've thought about it long and hard, and I think I figured it out. He's eating them. We've always assumed Spider-Man is a man with the attributes of a spider. But what if it's the reverse? What if somehow a spider gained the powers of a man and he's stalking his prey? Somewhere there's a giant web with these poor pigeons stuck in it, waiting to be devoured. And will it stop at pigeons? Will we be next? I promise you this. I will not rest until I have the answers.
Mister again.
Bet you're wondering why I'm back in the game. Straight and narrow just got boring. My target number's 50 million. Nice round number, don't you think?
Another cat.
But if you catch me before I hit my goal, I'll give it all back and go straight. My future's in your hands, Spider.
This is Control. Boss wants... Financial District. Traffic control.
Come on! Demons and escaped prisoners on the loose, and you're arresting protesters? Counting of protesters. What's happening to this city?
Now, if there's one thing I can't abide, it's egomaniacs who use the internet solely to draw attention to themselves. And we just have a real meeting of the minds in that respect, as the online personality, Screwball, pranked fellow narcissist Spider-Man into an epic snipe hunt that put innocent people in danger. On the one hand, Screwball did show us all just how gullible and reckless Spider-Man is, rushing headlong into dangerous situations without knowing or caring who he'll hurt as long as cameras are on him. On the other hand, Screwball herself is no better. Unlike me, she's not trying to expose wrongdoers like Spider-Man as a public service. She's just in it to promote herself, which I think is absolutely despicable. Now don't go away. Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson will be right back after this important message about how you can buy my book.
As if I didn't have enough to worry about.
Attention unit.
Folks, you've heard me express grave concerns about the risk to civil liberties posed by the police department's crime system and their omnipresent towers. But at least the intention is to stop crimes. Now, recently, Spider-Man has been seen tampering with these very towers, and it's reasonable that my loyal listeners suspect he is disabling the towers so he can commit his unlawful misdeeds. Unity, but Spider-Man is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill menace. Oh, he's a 12th level Kung Fu master, 50 moves ahead menace, which is why I think he's actually hacking into these towers to spy on you and me. Your only defense? Listen to my show. All the time. If he's gonna spy on us, let him hear that we're on to it by listening to me every waking moment.
Yo. Bro. Oh, I hate the drones.
There, I see it.
Oh.
Hand down.
Oh.
Huh.
Wait,
Wish I'd
actually,
done that well in school.
easy.
Spider plushie.
This is by not robbing them, please!
I forgot what the suit power does. Oh yeah. Light work.
Police reports show a rash of break-ins recently. The victim of one of them is here with us now. What happened, ma'am?
Well, my business was broken into. A flower shop. Who breaks into a flower shop? I was cleaned out. I couldn't believe it. I thought the area was safe. I see Spider-Man around all the time.
My dear, you learned the hard way the sad truth about Spider-Man. He only cares about the glory. Something as, forgive me, prosaic as a break-in and robbery is beneath his notice. Do not rely on him to keep your property safe. The only thing he truly values is his own massive ego.
Hospital.
I see it, Spider-Man! Shoot it down! An ambush? For me? Aw, you shouldn't have!
That's it? Wait, oh.
Ever hear a knocking?
What do they mean attack 3 enemies from behind? Oh. What?
The full set?
This station's simple, but really important. It measures toxins in the air, way more sensitive than anything the city has. Bad air hits children and the elderly first. This was a big one for my mom.
If his data is accurate, there's way too much sulfur dioxide in the air. I have a spidey hunch this is caused by inefficient engine exhaust. If I get some fresh samples, I can identify the make and model and report them. Okay, got that one. Just a couple more. That's it.
Bro. Yeah.
Okay, looks like we have 3 guilty parties. I'll need to get pictures of them for proof. One down.
Alright, so spiders are mean.
And the hat trick. All set. That'll get a recall ordered, courtesy of your Earth-friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Thrown objects damage all nearby enemies. Okay. That's all of this and all of this. We just need the last one for Defender.
Friends, there's a caller on the line we need to hear from. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I almost got run over by some psychos in a high-speed car chase with the cops. Hey, it's lucky no one got killed. But here's the really messed up part. I saw Spider-Man in the area, and he didn't do a thing to stop it.
Aha! Of course not. Why? Because no doubt it was too much effort. Spider-Man doesn't like effort. He wants everything to be easy, or he's not interested. Typical of his generation. You know what I blame? The internet. Except for the part of the internet that carries my show, which is performing a great public service.
Okay, took care of that one.
Bomb ones are fairly easy, I think. I forgot, honestly. I haven't played this game in like a month.
I'm so neurotic, I'm mad. Oh yeah, I'm awesome.
Cool.
Has anyone else heard reports of Spider-Man literally seeking out clouds of smog to swing through? Is this the behavior of a sane individual? I'll tell you what I think is going on here. When I was a lad, there was a problem with juvenile delinquents sniffing glue to get high. Knowing Spider-Man's weak moral character and thrill-seeking personality, I'd guess the same principle is at work here. But inhaling toxic substances also damages the brain, which actually explains a lot about Spider-Man. He's swinging through the city hopped up on smog.
Okay, it's kind of horrible. Guess I better stop. Chalk up one for the good guys.
As I warned, Nostradamus-like, after Spider-Man recklessly took down Wilson Fisk without preparing for the consequences, our streets are now filled with aspiring gangsters, each trying to out-psycho the other. My next guest is lucky to have survived an armed robbery. Sir, we're glad you're okay.
Thanks. It was nuts. These dudes walk in like they own the place, waving guns around.
Appalling. When a businessman is afraid to make an honest living.
Yeah, it was a lifesaver that Spider-Man came along and stopped him.
Weren't you listening? He caused the problem! Forgive me for raising my voice. I'm emotional at the thought of what you went through. Jared, our caller seems shaken. Let's let him go.
I'm fine.
Goodbye! Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
What? No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who shoved him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's possible Spider-Man arranged the kidnapping so he could save your husband and grab all the glory?
Huh, that seems like a lot of trouble to go to when he could just stop actual crimes.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you and your husband, madam. Jared, go to commercial, then fire yourself. Then rehire yourself before the commercial ends. But no, your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half. Not long ago, the demons committed another heinous act of terrorism when they took a tour bus and all of its occupants hostage. We have one of those occupants here with us now. A Mrs. Edna Packer of Edina, Minnesota. What happened, ma'am?
Well, these horrible men in masks came on board with guns and held us all hostage. I thought I'd never see my kids again. And then the police saved us, and Spider-Man, of course. He was so brave.
Mrs. Packer, I'm so glad you're safe. And also, that I can enlighten you about Spider-Man. You're from out of town, so you don't know what a menace he is.
But he saved me and my husband.
But look at the big picture. Do you have these kind of crimes in Edina?
Oh, certainly not.
And do you have Spider-Man in Edina?
No.
And that is not a coincidence. You're welcome, Mrs. Packer. I consider explaining these things a public service. Now, friends, you know I'm always open to differing points of view. So after a police officer called me out on social media for being too hard on Spider-Man, and it went viral and people just wouldn't shut up about it, I agreed to a debate. Officer, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so me and my guys went in a shootout with some desperate characters who had nothing to lose. I mean, they didn't care if we all lived or died. And somebody would have, trust me, if Spider-Man hadn't helped us.
All right, fair enough. I'm not saying he never does anything good. I'm saying he causes more problems than he solves. You had to go to the academy, right? Be thoroughly trained? You have rules to follow?
Sure, but he seems to know what he's doing, too.
It worked out for the best this time. Next time, how do we know Spider-Man won't cause the deaths of all concerned?
Well, he never has before, has he?
I believe we'll just have to agree to disagree. Thank you for your service. Goodbye! Savvy listeners don't need me to tell you that the Demon's cult, gang, terrorist organization, all the above apply, is out of control. We have a survivor of one of their brazen attacks on the line. Go ahead.
I was home, in my building, when we got word there were demons on the roof planting bombs. We had to evacuate, but we also heard there were snipers waiting to pick us off if we tried to leave.
Despicable. Fortunately, the police and the bomb squad handled the situation.
And Spider-Man, he...
Jared, cut the call! Sorry, hard to hear when we're talking over each other. Clearly someone traumatized by a terrifying experience. For resources to help with PTSD, go to our website. Another public service from J. Jonah Jameson. Friends, you know about the Spider-Man related breakout at Rikers Island. Where are those escapees going now? To your neighborhood! Our next caller witnessed it personally. Please, tell us.
I was just coming back from the store when a swarm of guys in prison jumpsuits came out of nowhere, like a pack of wolves. Robbing, beating, looting. Lucky for us, Spider-Man took them down.
Yes, well, you know how criminals are. Rival factions and all. He didn't want the competition.
Competition? Spider-Man didn't steal anything.
That you know of. Next caller! I've expressed my concern with Sable International's heavy-handed tactics. Our next caller witnessed them firsthand. Tell us what happened.
A bunch of us were protesting Sable, standing up for our rights like you always say, and suddenly they just start beating on people and arresting us for no reason.
This is always the risk of giving anyone too much power. They abuse it. Be aware that if you stand up to them, there may be consequences. It's up to you whether that's a risk worth taking. For me, clearly it is.
The crazy thing was, Spider-Man set us free.
Yes, well that's what happens when the supposed authorities start breaking the law. Next to them, other lawbreakers don't seem so bad. Thanks for calling. We're out of time.
Dog, I went AFK.
Hey, guys! You got prescriptions for this stuff? Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Nothing like a leisurely Sunday chase through the city, right guys? Whoa! Carjacker delivery!
No, not a sword.
People, I always thought Spider-Man was a few geese short of a gaggle, but this confirms it. As if that atrocious white spider wasn't enough, I've had repeated sightings of him in a new outfit. Some sort of punk rock inspired thing that makes sane people want to tear out their eyeballs with a rusty spoon. Now, I was around for the birth of punk rock, and I did not care for it then. It's a flagrant declaration of disrespect for authority, and if Spider-Man is going down that route... Oh, no, I just had a terrifying thought. What if this isn't the Spider-Man we know, but some sort of metal mohawk-wearing copycat? What if there's more than one? Jared, go to break. I need to lie down.
Get him! Kill the spider while we starve!
Ooh, can I sit at the cool kids table? Escape cons stealing food from the needy. Talk about eroding your faith in humanity.
Wait.
You're a mensch, Spider-Man.
Oh.
Hold on.
It was a group of men in ski masks. Robbed a store, then piled into a car and took off screaming.
I hate to tell you this, guys, but I see a lot of driver's ed in your future.
That was
are worthy of further discussion, like this one. I've heard reports of Spider-Man hovering around radio towers. At first, I thought he was sabotaging them, but a far more alarming possibility came to mind. In his misguided delusion that he is protecting us, is he hacking into all our conversations? Business deals, credit card transactions, those personal calls with the wife when you're on a long, lonely book tour. I mean, when one is on a book tour, I wasn't talking about myself. I don't do that sort of thing, and anyone who thinks they have recordings of me doing it is wrong.
Come on out. Stretch your legs.
Never thought I was getting out of there. Thank you. Oh man, there they are! Get him, Spidey!
What?
Spider-Man! I got him! Get over here! Number of the webs already! This was supposed to be an easy pull! Not fair! Not fair! Hit it!
Is there anyone left in New York who doesn't want me dead?
This is where you get off.
So I just did a challenge there.
I guess this is
Or
what they call organized crime.
Spider-Man? How the hell?
Wow, you all forgot your keys?
Get over here! Take this!
Pro tip. If you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
Need additional units.
What? Whoa, this was a thug crime earlier. I swear. Wait, didn't I work? Bro, I did this like exact same thing but with other enemies.
Demons aren't just a street gang. What's the situation, officer?
Another set of bombs rigged by the demons. Disable the primary device. Then use the arming key to kill the secondary.
Giddy up. Not again. Not on my watch. Bomb triggers wired in series.
Do I have to do that each time? Oh no. Okay.
Close one. Nice work up there, Spider-Man.
Just another day in the life. You and your men take care, officer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's another truck, bro.
Okay, be careful in here, Pete. This station analyzes hazardous chemicals. Basically trying to figure out how to counteract them if they ever got out into the world, which hopefully they never will.
Oh no. Someone broke in and stole a volatile rocket propellant. And they must have cracked the container because it's leaking. From the timestamp on the security cameras, it just happened. I need to get it back. My spider bots are still just prototypes, but this is a good time to test one. Sonic blast. Won't hurt anyone, but it's super annoying. He's running. Gotta wrap him up with a web burst. Got it. Now to get the fuel back. Got it. Now I just need to return the fuel to the station. Chemicals back where it belongs. I beefed up the station's security and sent Yuri the camera footage to convict the thief. Not a bad day's work. This is one station that was already earning its keep. It should be safe from being shut down, especially now that the chemicals are locked away. Detector! Fire! Escaped prisoners on motorcycles. Cheesy road movie or my life? Why not both? Don't let him hit you! You lose your armor-piercing toys.
Spider-Man, I could really use your help. My roommate's been missing since the Halloween party.
Okay, got a name? The last known location?
His name's Carlos. I ran a facial recognition search across social media. Here, let me text you what I found.
Smart. What's your name?
Philip Chang.
Okay, Philip. I'll find Carlos. If you get info on anyone else who's missing, let me know. Okay, looks like I need to find the location in this picture.
The Statue of Liberty's in the background, bro.
Philip, I'm headed to where the picture was taken. How recent is it?
Timestamped half an hour ago.
Nice heuristics. You did that facial tracker on your own?
Yeah, it's my thesis project. I'm hoping it'll help me land a job.
If this works, you can count on me for a reference.
I forgot where the Statue of Liberty is.
The spot over there.
What the? Oh yeah, he's chopped.
These students are acting like the ones at the Halloween party.
No.
He must have corrupted them.
What happened? Everything was fine, and then so much anger. I couldn't think straight.
It's over now. Though I'd stay off the internet for a while. I'm touched by your devotion to your friends. I'll see to it you end up in the same cell block.
We're not going back, Spider-Man. Lay off and die. Nothing sweeter than seeing cops. Get any more of them! I'm burning! Hurry! In the front!
I'm okay. Spider-Man, so my tracker picked up some more people who were at the party and might have gotten, you know. This is Ethan Albright, a biochem TA. Didn't show up for class. My software picked him up in a photo, but there's other pics from the same location and he's gone.
Still our best shot. I'll try to find the place. Thanks. Philip's photo is my only lead again. I gotta find this location.
Spider-Man, I talked to Carlos. He felt fine until he got to the barbecue. Whatever happened to him kicked in after the Halloween party.
A delayed reaction. That's not good. There could be corrupted walking time bombs all over Manhattan. I should be able to follow these to where the
Wait, you
photo
can
was
go
taken.
on the train. Can I hit the like? Oh.
This is it. No corrupted students, but it looks like they've been here.
Bunch of maniacs going wild. They were high or something. Ran off up the street.
Gotta find them before someone gets hurt a lot worse.
Help!
There they are. Time to end this.
When I rip your eyes out.
Yes, you're right. They all have to die. Tear off your skin. Show the truth under. But I'll kill you first.
The sooner I get you guys back to normal, the better. I think that's it. drinking my latte, thinking about this one time I got mugged. And I saw this big crowd of people, and it's like someone flipped a switch. You should be fine now. Though maybe you should switch to decaf.
Hey, Spider-Man, there's another missing student. Latest MIA is Steve Hopkins. What worries me about him is some guys from Tombstone's gang started dealing in his neighborhood recently. Steve hated that. It's a nice area, but he was too scared to do anything.
If he's corrupted, he might take out his anger on them, and he's the one who'd get hurt.
This is the last picture Steve put up before he went silent. I couldn't find anything more recent.
Huh. Pretty sure this is the Upper West Side. Philip, what can you tell me about Steve?
He's a little guy. Wouldn't hurt a fly. I'm not sure he could if he wanted to.
Sounds like these dealers would crush him. And a little guy might burn out quicker. I better hurry.
What? How did he see me?
Steve! Come on, I just saved you!
When I rip your eyes, you'll finally see demons all around me. You don't even see them.
This is what they call tough love.
God, what did I do? I always had a problem with those guys, but tonight I wanted to kill them in ways I don't even want to think about.
Don't worry, this wasn't your fault.
Spider-Man, I've got a lot more missing students. The debate club never showed for a meet today. All vanished at once.
A coordinated attack. Things are escalating. What's their last known location?
The club president, Harold, showed up in a tourist's photo stream.
The Brooklyn Bridge is definitely in this photo.
Major disturbance vicinity of Brooklyn Bridge. Backup requested.
Uh-oh. I better hurry.
Oh.
Truck's leaking gas. If it blows, it'll take out the whole block. They're causing sparks every time they hit the truck.
Oh.
Can't hurt me. He protects me.
Thank you. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I couldn't stop myself.
Sounds like a typical college student. You'll be all right now.
Ow.
Sable reinforcements? Why don't I have reinforcements?
Spider-Man, we have a crisis situation. The football team went to an away game, never made it back. They found the buses abandoned.
Team, fans, staff. Lee has an army out there. Any leads?
Someone recognized the quarterback, Brad Davis. Posted a picture.
Hold on. That looks like Washington Square Arch.
You the real Spider-Man? Guy who saved
Likely someone dies.
Can't hurt me. He protects me.
Help! Is it finally over?
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
You're not the first one this happened to. Good news is, doctors checked the others and they don't have any lasting effects.
Thanks. I don't know how to repay you.
Beat the Wildcats on Saturday and we'll call it even.
You did it.
Let's
All
go.
the missing students are accounted for.
Oh,
Good to hear.
Maybe now things can get back to normal. I miss normal.
Let's go.
Right there with you.
responsible for their actions, so I am not divulging my guest's name. Tell us, caller, what was it like?
Surreal. Like I was in a nightmare world, surrounded by monsters. And every dark impulse I ever had, anger, fear, hate, was ramped up and turned loose.
Terrifying. And I understand that while you were in the grip of this madness, Spider-Man beat you up.
Well, he stopped me hurting people.
By beating you up?
I mean, he used as little force as possible.
That sounds like a yes. There you have it, people. Spider-Man beats up the mentally ill.
Sorry, spider emergency. Gotta be honest, those rocket backpacks are pretty awesome.
Max level reached. Wait, what did I say? Scope, and we got the immediately perform a second finisher on basic enemies. Oh. Wait. Reveals nearby secret photo location. Oh. Yeah, we should get that one. Oh, the.
Lovely.
Keep your head going airborne.
Oh, I can do it. Okay.
While I'm here, I should examine the transmitter MJ found. That should do it. Time for a test run. Should lead to whatever it is Tombstone's moving. Tombstone. This guy's the mother of all headaches. Impermeable skin plus zero morals equals bad time. Hope running a chop shop's the worst thing he's up to. There. That truck. Out for a Sunday drive?
What about the guy in the bro? Bro's just sitting there.
Crap, it's Spider-Man! Call for backup!
Biker gang down. Let's see what's in that truck. Chemical containers. But they're scrubbed clean. Looks like they came from the Alchemax plant in Harlem, but what was in them? And that sound means the end of our lightning round. Should head to Alchemax when I get a chance and find out what was in those barrels. Tombstone's up to something. Probably illegal. Definitely dangerous. Huh, good timing. Tombstone's men are loading fresh supplies. What for, though? Is he getting back into drugs? They're heavily armed. This might be easier if I stay quiet.
Where are all the security? Everyone stay alert! Spider-Man's here! Shields down!
Hey, you guys aren't registered pharmacists? The no lab coat thing gave you away.
Let's go. Come on.
Bro, what?
I'm guessing that stuff's not for asthma.
Ow, ow.
Got a bad feeling those drug inhalers and the Diox 3 are related. Should analyze an inhaler to find out what's going on here. Diox 3 plus designer amphetamines. Pretty clever recipe for temporary invulnerability. I'm impressed. And worried. This stuff hits the street and there'll be a huge market for it. With Tombstone as the sole supplier, I think I can synthesize a counter-drug. Wonder if there are any lab supplies in that truck. Single dose of the counter-drug. Just need to test it out.
Some men passed me and they had those demon masks hidden in their jackets.
That's a lot of bikes.
The angry drug lord drank alone. There's a poem in there somewhere.
You know better than me. Never was the literary type.
Well, yo, what's on the hammer, bro?
How'd you even manage to connect with Martin Lee?
I'm top of my game. I don't go knocking. People find me.
Like, what do I do? Isn't he, like, indestructible?
Hurts when it rains, but otherwise dandy. Sweet of you to ask. Can't use the counter drug till I take out Tombstone's gang.
Hey, you wouldn't want to take a break, would you?
Oh, Lonnie, tired? Someone's been skipping cardio.
Is he about to hit the Ghost Rider? Bro, no. What?
Counter drug worked. Time to take him down.
Dog.
Can we say your crazy drug lord days are done? Please?
Sure. For now. Hell of a run, though.
Not quite how I'd describe it.
That's new.
Too much to hope you'll be taking it easier now that you're, you know, mortal?
Not a chance. Threat of death just ups the thrill. Hell of a left hook. Can't wait for the rematch.
I can.
I like you.
Well, it's dramatic. Wonder how long Tombstone's powers will be negated for. Probably not long enough. Good work for now, though, Pete. Pats on the back all around.
You ever seen a fire burn like that? Chem fire. Goes to the head.